Hey, what's up, everyone? This is just a new video series I'm going to start. I'm going to call it the Perfectionist series. Pretty much just what it is I'm going to show off the games that I've pretty much mastered. You know, with all levels completed, all secrets found, all items acquired, all levels, all XP, all gold, all that good stuff. So, and then after that, I'm going to give like a short review on it, just my thoughts and opinions. Not really much of a review, just really, like I said, my thoughts and opinions. But the first game I'm going to show off is a little surprising, actually. But let's go ahead and do that. Yep. New Super Mario Brothers. Now, yes, a lot of people, it's going to come as a shock. I do own a Wii. As you can see, there's my 360. I do own a Wii. I actually got that from Christmas and for my grandfather. So I bought a couple games, and of course I bought this, you know, being an old school Nintendo fan as I have, definitely had to get it. Beat it, and surprisingly, well, I'll get to that later, but first let's get to the main business. Okay, so let's go ahead and show it. As you can see, this is my file. This is just random files for others or for my little brother and sister, whatever. Okay, as you can see, I have 99 lives, so that's first off. Show my star coins, you know, it's completed, all that good stuff. But one thing I was not able to do is I couldn't max out all these items because I couldn't figure out how to get more, especially the star powers. So what I just figured is this is a part of the game where you can't really do that, so I just left it as it is. But these are what I left over after doing my playthrough. I didn't really need them all that much, but I'll get into that later. But as you can see, a little mini Mario, he's got his hat off, which looks like a total dumbass, but hey, that's the special you get when you get 99. But go here. This by far was the most fun I had, mainly just because of the difficulty. I mean, the rest of the game is pretty easy, but for the most part this is relatively easy. Now here's where I want to give my thoughts and reviews on it, so hang on, let me just mute this real quick. Alright, so first off, if you're new or if you never played the old school Mario games, this is gonna seem a little odd as to why these kind of games got hyped in the past, but you really had to be there to understand. But coming from an old school Mario fan, this is probably the best game I've seen out in the market in a long time. I mean, I love Street Fighter, but you know, my roots are with Nintendo, you know. So I love this game. Now, difficulty wise, I would say it's not that hard. Again, if you're coming from the past, you know, from especially Super Mario Bros. 3, I mean, once you got past World 7 and 8, you know, those are hell. But these worlds, they're not that hard. They're really not that hard. But what really gets a lot of people is just the different obstacles you have to get, like especially the ice worlds. The ice worlds, I'll admit, are a pain in the ass, but once you get used to the slippery physics without the penguin suit, I mean, it's not going to be that hard. But for the most part, it's just what people can't get adjusted to. Now, the main aspect of this game, of course, is the cooperative, but I want to talk a little bit about the single player. Single player itself is great. I mean, it's tailored for multiplayer, but the levels are also tailored for single player as well. So, I mean, yeah, there's lots of hidden secrets. I'm gonna say there is not that many secrets as from Super Mario Bros. 3 or even like the first Super Mario Brothers, but there's still plenty of secrets to find, and it's not that hard, really. It's really not that hard. I mean, if you know where to look, you're gonna find them, and they kind of leave them in obvious hints and obvious spots. But now, as the new power-ups go, they're okay. I find the penguin suit a little gimmicky, if not just a rip-off, but I love the ice flower. I do. I love that ice flower. I love being able to freeze my enemies, and that is just a hell of fun. I love that. And you freeze them, and you can pick them up and toss them to other guys or even your partner. That's fun. Now, as for the cooperative goes, this is relatively new that Nintendo has tried to do, but I think they nail it for the most part. I think they do nail it pretty well. The only hiccup I don't like is the jumping aspect, because when you jump on another person, it just completely changes the momentum you have of your character and of course the character you're jumping on. But when you're trying to make difficult jumps, especially in World 7, 8, and World 9, 4, it's going to be a pain in the ass, especially when you have 4 people. Even if they all know what they're doing, one accidental jump can mean the kiss of death. That is just a pain in the ass, because you want to play with all your friends, but if you really want to get past all the difficult parts, you can't. But overall, I think they nail it pretty well. The use of items and how they multiple pop out with the people you play is clever. I didn't really expect that to do them. I did like all the little mini games you had to do, where you had to pick up the power-ups, you had to guess matching games, all that good stuff. But what I really like is the homage they made is at the end of the worlds. If you reach the goalpost at a certain time, like at let's say 11, it has to be at a certain time at like 311, 211, 111, or 11 seconds left. They pay homage by doing the old school fireworks, the music, and you also get a bonus. And that was a nice nod to old fans, and I really appreciated that. But overall, I say this is a great family game. And really, even if you're just an old school Mario fan, this is really what you're gonna really love this. And it's really just a nod at the past, saying, hey, this is just a reminder of how games used to be, how you wish they still were. But overall, it's a really good game, and I definitely recommend it for anyone who has had fond memories or just wants a good, nice heaping stab of nostalgia into their brain. But other than that, for the new generation, they're gonna like it. I hope it gets them curious as to try the old school Marios, but I don't know. We'll find out.